Hello everyone, I am the Fox, 9-bit Fox to be precise, and I wanted to try, I'll try this. I don't know if I'll do more reaction videos or whatnot. I might, I don't know, I don't think I'll keep doing reaction videos, but I kind of wanted to try at least once. And this is for a game, because I was just about to watch The Unstoppable Force of Cruelty for Lord Minion 777. Wade, you're awesome. But, probably shouldn't call him Wade because not really friendly with, because I don't really know him, but whatever. While trying to watch it, I actually came on one of the ads that popped up for the video was for Watchdogs 2. So I immediately thought, screw it. If I'm going to do a react video, I might as well do this one, especially since apparently I think they're adding parkour. And also, it takes place in San Francisco, I think. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. But anyways, is everything recording? I believe it is. So, I'm going to do it with you. I'm probably not going to have any audio for the trailer itself. So, I'm starting at 000 or round 000. So, if you want to follow along, like put it on your own thing, have me in the background to hear me while I talk about this, go on ahead. But, let's start Watch Dogs 2 trailer cinematic reveal. Watch Dogs 2. Smart House. San Francisco. Cisco. Alright, looks pretty cool. CG looks like Watchdog. Oh, I'm so not having the audio for this game right now. All right. It looks like they're just totally like not even caring about Aiden Pierce anymore. Okay. I don't know if they're adding parkour now. Well, they had a little parkour in the original Watch Dogs, I guess, but not much. Not a something. Alright, this is the cinematic trailer, FYI. Dawn of the Dead Sec. Dead Sec? Let's close that out. Okay, I'll say right now, the first Watch Dogs wasn't a masterpiece. I'll admit right now, it is not a masterpiece in the slightest. One, I will say, I have hat hair, and also, I'll say, master. I will say that the first Watch Dog wasn't the greatest thing, but I will say also, it is a pretty alright game. It is pretty fun. Running around Chicago, because one, when I first saw the box, they have like those big oversized boxes in like GameStop. When I first saw that and read the back saying it takes place in Chicago, I said, F this game. I don't want to remember Chicago. Because if you know me, I don't like Chicago. It is cold. It is gun-ridden. It is a bad, well, gun-ridden. I mean, it just has a lot of gangs and all this crap, and it annoys the crap out of me sometimes. But I will say downtown is freaking beautiful. It is. And also, I used to go to a high school that used to be in downtown in like a high-rise. Oh, when I tried to find it in the game with my MK47. Probably shouldn't say that when I'm having this. But Watch Dogs, it was still a cool idea, driving around, blowing up like the little things in the ground to knock cops off, driving around very fast. the stealth from side to side. It's still a very fun game, and they add that to like later on Assassin's Creed Unity, which I will say to this day, I'll say to this point was okay. I haven't played all the Ezio ones, so I probably shouldn't say much about Grace. But so far, out of all the games I've played, which I played all of them except for like the last 2 Ezio games fully, and maybe the ending of the whole bit of what do you call it? The rest of the one we're in London. I haven't played those 2 games in the Ezio game in the last one, but Unity, I will say, is probably one of the best Assassin's Creed games yet. I will say that that one and Black Flag and Unity are like neck and neck for like the best. Different reasons, but best. And in Unity, they add the Watchdog type of going behind corners, if I remember correctly. And I'll say things like, I don't know, maybe you'll be able to change his clothes like the first Watch Dogs, but like the main character, or at least what I assume is the main character, that one dude that you see with like the phone turning, just setting dead sec or whatever on the walls or whatever, whatnot. Maybe you can change his clothing, but honestly, looking at that dude's clothing, I really wouldn't be able to tell if he was an NPC or not. And I say this because Aiden Pierce, and I'm only doing from like how it looks at least for now, but like Aiden Pierce himself, what you think of him, he kind of had a quote-unquote iconic look in a bit. Sure, it's a hat and just this, but still, with the jacket, which still, it looked quote-unquote iconic in a sense. He kind of looked like someone. He kind of looked like he was his own character. He didn't look like someone who could like blend in with the NPCs, which I guess probably something Assassin's Creed should do. No, because even Assassin's Creed, you always have the white hood that makes the character kind of stand out a bit from everyone else, and that's kind of what you kind of want, I think, in a game. You kind of want a character who kind of stands out from everyone else. You don't want a character who just looks like everyone else. Whether it be things like the game Thief, where he's the black hooded or whatever. Whether you have any really game or protagonist, really, will you watch an anime or a show or something that a character looked almost exactly like everyone else in a sense? Like, I don't know. It just, to me, the character didn't really look that cool. Maybe he will surprise me later on. But even things like Infamous, which this looks almost kind of similar to Infamous Second Son. The Second Son. Even Infamous, actually, is a better one to say as well. Like, the yellow jacket for Cole, or the yellow shirt for Cole, or with the tattoos. That was at least an iconic thing for him that made him look a little bit more different from NPCs. This guy kind of, like, if you didn't tell me he's the main character, I would think he's just an NPC. Like, he doesn't really look that grabbing to me, at least. He doesn't look like that cool grabbing. The graphics for it don't really look that good. And this is the cinematic. I don't know, maybe it's because maybe because I've seen the Overwatch cinematic movies or something like that, or cinematic trailers for those, and the graphics for those look freaking amazing. But this, it really doesn't look all that good. In this character, yeah, like, I don't know. Even, what's his name? Noctis in freaking, Final Fantasy 15 wearing all black seems less dark than this guy, or at least stands out more than this guy does. He kind of looks like he blends in with everything a little bit. Oh, Alex Mercer in the Prototype. His jacket at least looks iconic. And again, Aiden Pierce, at least, he looked kind of iconic with his jacket, and at least his somewhat look. This looks like, honestly, I'd rather play as this. Well, no, even that guy doesn't look too cool, but I don't know. It seems like now you're playing as part of DedSec, which I believe are the guys who were the quote-unquote cyber terrorists in the first Watchdogs, which really didn't play any big part whatsoever in the thing, other than getting us that one chick who then later on, spoiler alert, dies. But yeah, even like a lot of these characters kind of remind me of Delsin, actually. from Infamous Second Son, which one is one of my favorite Infamous games. No matter what anyone says, it's still a pretty dang awesome game. But yeah, even watching this, honestly, I thought this was another Tom Clancy's The Division or something. And then I'm like, oh no, it's Watchdogs. What the fudge? It kind of stinks that they seem to be completely ignored. It seems like, well, I don't know, maybe later on the show, but like, I kind of want to see. I thought it would be kind of cool to continue with Aiden. Aiden, yeah, you can say whatever you want. You can build on top of him, show a little bit more of what he is and stuff. But it seems they're kind of doing the Assassin's Creed route, where each game is a different assassin and so on. Which honestly, for Assassin's Creed, is not that bad, especially since that one's more about lineage. This one really isn't, and honestly, I would have kind of liked to see Aiden kind of grow a little bit more, especially since in the first game, things like the mini games or whatever, where like he goes on quote unquote trips, there are some things you can kind of pick up from some of those trips, like the one where he's shooting the cameras out, which honestly is one of my favorites just because I just kind of liked how it looked. That one where like I think it's his sister saying, "You're the one who ruined us, Aiden. It's your fault." Like, you can actually kind of pick up some like quote unquote tortured stuff, or like his ex partner in the Hell Driver going, "Oh, you're just like me, Aiden, or you'll always run," or something like that. They used to spout a lot of stuff like that, and this new, like, I like how they're kind of like continuing, like the technology's growing bigger and everything's going like this, and I do hope they kind of connect it a little bit more to Assassin's Creed, because it is kind of in the same universe, because during Black Flag time, actually. So I kind of actually want to see what's going to happen next, and I want to see what this guy's motivations are, because okay, Aiden Pierce was motivated by revenge, not the newest type of motivation out there, but still, it was kind of motivation you kind of got. And then like there's this random parkour off buildings stuff. Is there gonna be parkour? Are we just gonna go full on Assassin's Creed but modern? It would actually be kind of cool if DedSec was actually a modernish version of the Assassins, Sometimes, if this is all CGs, okay, sometimes this does look pretty good, and I can mistake it for, like, live action. But others, when you get real close up to it, it just looks weird to me. Like, I don't know. Again, it looks kind of cool, but then when you get a little closer to it, it just looks a little off. I don't know. This, honestly, I think I prefer this to be an Infamous game, because then at least I can run around San Francisco jumping on top of buildings and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It's a cinematic, so I guess it's not really showing gameplay or whatnot yet. But still, just watching, I don't know. The character doesn't look that interesting. Maybe the story will surprise me. CG looks alright. The graphics look alright. You can mistake it for a second. Like, if you take a quick glance, you can mistake it for, like, actual footage, where I guess is pretty good. But other than that, it's just like, wait, followers? DedSec followers? I don't know. Don't know. It just feels kind of weird. I think this guy might have a laptop. That's what's in there. I don't know. I think they should have continued with Aiden, because even like Second Son, I will say also one thing that I kind of bothered me about Second Son was the lack of Cole McGrath in it. A very big lack of it, because I wanted the ending of Second Son to be Delsin going to New Marais. Not really spoilers, but Delsin going to New Marais and pulling like the amp out of like the statue, like where the amp was like lodged into, and like him channeling electricity or something. I kind of wanted that to be the end of Second Son, could kind of show a legacy continuing. Maybe this will kind of do that. I doubt it because I don't know. This character just doesn't look too interesting to me. Again, maybe I'm totally wrong, but I don't know. He looks like an NPC. He doesn't. Because even then, like I said, like even like Cole McGrath, he has his backpack, which makes him identifiable, especially with his yellow coat. Delson has his vest with the symbol on his back. Alex Mercer has the black jacket with his symbol on the back. This guy has just looks regular. He doesn't really, and even like let me see if I can find a picture. Let me look up a picture of Aiden Pierce. Google Aiden Pierce. Yeah, even Aiden, like his jacket at least looks like something else. Like the brown jacket, like even this looks kind of like this kind of looks street, but also like he lives on the streets or whatever, and he could be a vigilante. This looks like something like that. He kind of can stand out a bit, especially with like the long coat or whatever. Maybe it's just the long coat itself that allows it to make him look like that. And then the symbol on his head. This guy, assuming this is the protagonist for the game, since he pops up so many times, assuming this is our new protagonist, he just doesn't really stand out that much. Even when like he has his little thing up, but I don't know. I might be just rambling. Mostly my only complaint right now is just the look of the main character and the lack of Aiden Pierce himself. Thug. No. No. God, no. But, if the gameplay is better, awesome. If they add a little bit more parkour to it, I don't know. Because it depends on what kind of parkour they're adding. If they're adding Assassin's Creed type of parkour where I could climb up buildings, fuck yes. Mind you, that would be incredibly stupid because the only way down would be to climb back down, and because I doubt they're gonna be. I doubt these guys have the abilities to jump into hay bales in the 21st century. Funny if they do, but if it's just like regular, just driving around, which one I actually even liked the first Watchdogs driving. It was actually I have it right now. I'm an idiot. But anyways, but yeah, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think about this. I want to see more of the Watchdog universe, especially since it probably is connected with the Assassin's Creed universe, which honestly, please tell me yes. And someone's going to tell me, they said they're not connected. Bull crap on that, since Black Flag, the guy at who's running the, that side of Aperture Labs, or whatever the fudge it's called, leaves on a trip to Chicago, and then you see him in Chicago in Watchdogs. Bull of the crap, they're not connected. I guess also you can say Far Cry, because you find, I think, or is that what? No. Far Cry, I think you find an orb, I believe. I don't know. But either way, I want to see more. I am happy that they're continuing Watchdogs. Not so excited about this main character. This is the main character. I don't know, because even Aiden Pierce, again, he at least kind of looked rough. He at least had kind of a style with like the trench coat and then the hat and whatnot. This guy just seems like, which I guess he probably works as a good assassin, just blending straight into a crowd. But even so, it just, I don't know. He looks like a stereotypical hacker. I will say that. He looks like a stereotypical hacker. But honestly, I would have still loved to see Aiden continue. Like, even like if Aiden goes to San Francisco and continue it with that main character and make Aiden still the face of this game. You can change his voice. You can add more to him. You can add so much more, giving him more backstory. Possibly adding, like, showing me a little bit more, like, how him losing his family, basically, is telling him to leave, and, like, how his sister, I think, doesn't want to see him again, basically. How that all is eating away at him. What does he do now that he's kind of a vigilante protecting? And honestly, the biggest crime in this game is if they do not have the song, a hero is, what is it? Help is on the way in this. By gosh, Ubisoft, if you do not have help is on the way in this game, screw you. Because, my lord, you do not know how many times. Also, Aiden looks like someone who would jack a car. He looks like he would. This guy doesn't. That's probably another big reason. This guy doesn't look like he's a fighter. Which even Aiden, he's more strategy and stuff. Yeah, but Aiden, I could honestly see more him going to someone's car, opening it, throwing someone out, and then getting in the car and just driving away. I could see Aiden doing that. This guy, where is he? Where the fudge is he? This guy, I cannot see him I could see him doing that, and then the guy in the car laughing at him. I don't know. Maybe it's also the skinny jeans. It's probably the skinny jeans also. I don't know. Aiden, again, looks like someone who kind of looks like he would throw someone out of a car, get in and drive away, and then when they're calling the cops, get out of the car, walk up to the person, grab their phone, throw it on the ground, and go, "Don't you dare!" And then walk back into his car that he just stole and drive away. I don't know. Still, want to see more. Sad that Aiden doesn't look like he's the main focus of this game. I would love to see him the main focus of it, especially with now DeadSec basically chasing at DeadSec basically saying, "We won't forget this, Aiden," and then ending there. I kind of want to see Aiden continue on as the main character. I want to see him. I want to see what's going to happen now, especially with DeadSec chasing. Maybe DeadSec runs him out of Chicago and he heads to San Francisco because there's something here that he's looking for. Or maybe his sister and his nephew are in this move to San Francisco. He's trying to find them. And it's basically they get kidnapped and we have to find out where they are. Something like that at least. Okay, heck, you make it. It sounds kind of like Taken a little bit. But it's not in Europe. I don't know. But either way, thank you everyone so much for watching. I don't know if I'll keep doing react videos, but I don't know. This new one, I don't know. San Francisco could be fun with like the sloping streets, but I don't think this guy, I don't know about this guy. He looks like he's trying to be Delson Rowe. No. Not with no skinny shorts either. Bull crap, you parkour in skinny jeans. Bull crap, your nuts would be gone. But either way, thank you everyone so much for watching. Whatever videos I've done. Please click the description below to see all my videos. And we will see you later. Am I off camera?